Hi Satnam, it's me Shakti Sundari, and I'm back with you today for more of the Radiance Sutras by Lauren Rocher. I was just about to say it's Friday the 13th, but of course it's not, but we are on Yukti verse 13 today. And I was just feeling a sense of accomplishment and pride in having stuck with these verses and the banter, the introduction, the Yukti verses since the beginning, and making this commitment to myself and to you who is watching this. It's really lovely to have this commitment as part of my daily practice and my daily life. I look forward to it again and again. So thank you for being part of this with me, whoever and wherever you are. So today at the verse that Shiva is sharing with us gives us a different practice again, but also touching upon aspects that have already been spoken of. There's kind of a reiteration that happens, I guess, throughout this whole beautiful text. So let me read from the Sanskrit first of all. Kararuda drish astrena, brubedad dvara urudanat, dirste bindau kramat, linne tadmadye parama shtiti. And once again, Kararuda drish astrena, brubedad dvara urudanat, dirste bindau kramat, linne tadmadye parama sthiti. My apologies to any Sanskrit scholars out there who may end up watching this if I'm getting the pronunciation really wrong, but I am so enjoying reading the Sanskrit. It's very beautiful. And there is the occasional syllable or word that I recognize from my yogic teaching and training, so it's lovely to sort of begin to get a slightly deeper sense and understanding of this ancient sacred language. Then moving on to the English translation. Lift your hands and with a gesture turn aside all the forces of the outer world. Attend to the vibrancy within. Let the fingers lightly touch and bless eyes, ears, nostrils, mouth, all the entrances to the head. Invite attention to be within the skin and cherish the quiet shimmer of vital energies. When you notice an inner gateway, enter with love as one coming home. As the surge of light substance rises, follow it up into the space between the eyebrows, where it breaks out as an orgasm of light. Orgasm of light. Don't you just love that? You know, so once again, I just have to come back to the very limited, contracted understanding of sex and sexuality that prevails in much of the world. When we think of orgasm, orgasmicness, we may only imagine or think about some kind of small genital release or ejaculation, right? But as we practice Tantra and sacred sexuality, we come to understand that it is possible to live orgasmically, and that the subtlest of things can be experienced as orgasmic, and that there are many more ways of experiencing orgasm than just in terms of a fluttering or a contraction of muscles in the genital area. So here, there's talking of an orgasm of light in the space between the eyebrows, an opening of the third eye, an ecstatic awakening to cosmic consciousness through the Kundalini energy that rises into this space here. Anyone who has practiced Tantra or Kundalini Yoga may know and understand that. If you don't worry, but just be aware that that is the potential that is there at any moment for you to experience, taking into a far more expanded sense of your own being and of life and of the sweet divine which is ever present and making love within and around us always. So the practice here, let's explore that. Lift your hands and with a gesture turn aside all the forces of the outer world. So, you know, one of the earlier meditations was about that opening to the outer and then closing to the inner, and the opening and the closing. And there's been mention of that play between out and in, up and down of the breath, fully focusing on a particular thing with all our awareness. So here the invitation is to go deep, 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 deep inside, eyes closed, to be fully in, not distracted by external sounds. So this is about, again, you know, we've heard how the senses can be a route to awakening. That's been mentioned in one of the meditations. And in this one, we're consciously closing down the senses, all of the senses, the eyes, the ears, the nose, the mouth, to take us inside and attend to the vibrancy within. So I'll just try and show you what this might look like, although you can find your own way. Once again, you know, sometimes because of the way that we've been conditioned in the Western developed world for so many centuries to be controlled or to look up to an authority figure, there's this fear of getting something wrong, you know, that something bad might happen or we've done it wrong. You know, you can't. Be your own teacher, be your own guru, be your own master, explore and experiment and discover for yourself. But I'm just going to show you one way that this could look. It could look a totally different way. So there is a meditation that I'm aware of where I have done this. Might look a bit strange, but so what? So closing off the ears. I won't hear myself speak very well then, with the thumbs, the eyes, with the index finger, the nose, with the middle finger, and then the mouth. So it might look something like that, a little bit like Hannibal Lecter mask, eh? But when you're doing it in the privacy of your own home, hey, who cares? But the point of it is to bring your awareness deep within, to close off your sensory stimulation, the distraction of the outer forces. That's why also in Kundalini Yoga class, we have our eyes closed almost throughout. Once we know the exercise, the posture, we work with our eyes closed so that we can focus our awareness on the experience within rather than everything that might be distracting us externally, sounds and sights. So with all of the entrances to the head closed, and you can do that with intention. If it feels weird for you to do it with your hands for any particular reason, just have the intention of that. Invite attention to be within the skin and cherish the quiet shimmer of vital energies. The quiet shimmer. You get this picture of light, golden, white, shiny, shimmering, subtle, delicate, vital energies. Again, the life force that is flowing all around us and within us. When you notice an inner gateway, enter with love as one coming home. Isn't that beautiful? Enter with love as one coming home. And you know, that's what all of these practices, Tantra and Yoga, for me, are about. It's about homecoming, coming back to one within myself, recognizing and remembering I am one, I am whole, I am the divine. In my heart, that truth is always there. It's just sometimes I forget, and we all do. Enter with love as one coming home. And you know, just try to imagine that feeling of coming home after being away, and coming back to that familiar place where you feel really safe. You're looking forward to being in your own space, or perhaps reuniting with ones who love you and who you love. It's your environment. There's that wonderful feeling like of an exhalation, a sigh of like, ah, here I am, you know, safe, cherished, in that place where you feel really, really, really back in your core. As the surge of light substance rises, so I would say that is a reference to our Kundalini life force, follow it up into the space between the eyebrows, your Ajna chakra. I've got my little bindi on today, where it breaks out as an orgasm of light. Who could possibly not want to experience an orgasm of light? That's what I say. So explore, experiment, try, do it for a few minutes, longer the better, but I know I'm kind of hitting you with lots of different practices here today, and again, you know, this is something you can always come back to, but it's wonderful to try these different practices. And I suggest, though, that if you work with one over a period of time, you'll begin to have more benefits and insights as a result. But just another wonderful technique, another beautiful tool for coming to know yourself as the Divine One. Thank you so much for watching again, and join me tomorrow for more from the Radiance Sutras. Sat Nam.